Hello po. Ako nga pala si Teacher Mike, also known as Mr. Michael Kilus. So, welcome to my YouTube channel. By the way, I just want to share to you my ideas or my knowledge about order of operations. So, to start with, I will give you some sort of situations. Pero the first question is, ba't kailangan natin mag-order of operations? Well, there is something to do with the reality check o yung context. Depende sa context o yung situation na tinatawag. For example, dito sa number 1, if you read the word problem itself, it stated that Mike had 5 apples. He gave 2 apples to Troy and received 3 more apples from Alex. How many apples does he have now? So imagine this. Kung if ever you will use different methods, let's say on the first example, we will use the method 1. Okay. Ano yung what do you mean by method 1? Okay. Method 1 can be look like this. Imagine that you have 5 apples and then gave 2 apples. So, minus 2. And then add 3 more apples from Alex. So, that is the idea. But the problem was, should you add first or subtract first? Well, that is the reason why I want to show you 2 different methods bago tayo mag-reality check o yung before we check our answers. Okay? So imagine this. The only difference is should you add first or you should subtract first. Siguro sa method 1, what if you should subtract first? Diba? Okay. So 5 minus 2 is equal to 3. And then bring down 3. Sir, ano po na yung 3 plus 3? 6. Okay, so sa method 1, meaning we subtract first before add, what happened is it became 6. Now on method 2, what if we add first before subtraction? Okay, so the result will be 5 minus 5. So as you can see, it stated that the answer will be 0. But sir, alin dyan yung tama? Okay, tingnan natin mabuti ha. Okay, ang sabi dito, Mike had 5 apples. So, ibig sabihin, imagine nyo na meron tayong 5 apples. Okay? Yan, nag-drawing lang ako ng 5 apples. Halimbawa, okay? Halimbawa, meron tayong 5 apples dyan. Binigay mo, or si Mike nagbigay ng 2 apples kay Troy. Pero nakatanggap siya ng additional 3 apples. Siguro gawin kong green apple. Okay. Yan. Nakatanggap siya ng 3 apples from Alex. So, in reality check, 6 pala ang tamang sagot. So, what is the difference between method 1 and method 2? May is there something to do that we need to subtract first or addition? Not quite. Actually, one of the technique can be like that, or you can also say that it can be subtraction first before addition, but what I see here most is it started from left to right. That is the rule of order of operations, or also known as PEMDAS. Okay? So in our rule number 1, from left to right, you should add or subtract at the same time. So dito, since we don't have multiplication yet, so let's say the first rule is from left, okay, from left to right. Okay. So you can also represent this with tape diagram, or mas kilala siya sa model method. So imagine this bar represents 3 apples. Okay? 3 apples. Hindi, 3 apples yung natira, pero at the start, 5 apples. Okay? Originally, Mike has 5 apples. What happened here? You take away 2 of them and gave it to Troy. So, what will happen after taking away? Imagine this. That will be the remaining number. Tama? So, the remaining number is still unknown. So, if you're familiar with the rule, what you should add to number 2 in order for you to make 5. Of course, you will say that Mike has 3 apples left. But later then, it has been added by Alex. By how many? Additional 3 apples. But the question was, how many apples did he have now? Right now. Okay. So right now, he has 3 plus 3. Meaning the answer here is very obvious. It's 6. Okay? That's why the answer is 6. So it makes sense naman. Diba? Okay. Number 2. So, pwede nyo i-pause yung video if ever you want to try to answer. Okay? So, ulitin ko lang, rule number 1, from left to right. At the same time, pwede, you can do addition or subtraction. Okay? Ulitin ko, as long as left to right, addition or subtraction. That is the rule number 1. Okay? Number 2. So, John divided 24 eggs equally into 3 trays. If Edward bought 4 such tray of eggs, how many eggs did he buy? Imagine that John divided the 24 eggs. And then, what happened? You divide that by 3 trays. So, meaning the trays represents the number of groups. If Edward bought 2 such trays of eggs, how many eggs did he buy? In this case, imagine yung 24 that you divided by 3. And then later, since this is only 1 tray, once you divide by 3, what you will see is you need to multiply by 4 trays in case of Edward. So the question, sino yung he? He pertaining to Edward. Okay? Although it doesn't indicate, but my intention in this example, kailangan sana si Edward. Okay? So, there are another 2 methods. I will show you first, method 1. And method 2. Sir, sino yung uunahin natin? Okay, tingnan natin. What if on method 1, we started with division first before multiplication? What if method 2, we multiply first before divide? Okay? So this will be the process on method 1. 24 divided by 3. Ilan? Is 8. Bring down 4. 8 times 4 is equal to 32. Okay, so 32 yung sagot natin for number 2, method 1. How about yung method 2? Okay. So, what if we multiply first? What will be the number? 24 divided by 12. So, the answer is 2 eggs lang ang nakalagay. Pero sir, sino yung mas tama? Okay, tingnan natin. Imagine this. I will draw a bar to represent 24 eggs. Okay, this bar represents 24 eggs. Okay, what do you mean by divide? You have to share or cut this into 3 equal parts. Imagine that this bar represents egg, and you will divide this by 3 equal parts. Bakit, sir? Bakit 3 trays? Because of 3 trays, okay? So one of the technique to find out this part is what? Is to divide 24 by 3. Diba? And on the next step, your goal naman is to make sure what if there will be 4 trays. Let's say we will use unit as a representation for 1 tray. Okay? You may apply this. So this is what you call unitary method. Okay? So unitary method will be look like this. Okay? Unitary method. So in unitary method, it will be look like this. Imagine that if ever you have 3 units for 24, ibig sabihin 24 eggs, how about, let's say 1 unit means the number of trays. So 1 tray, how about the number of eggs? What you need to do here is to divide 24 by 3. Correct? So which is the answer is 8. Now the problem was, Edward bought such 4 trays of eggs. In this case, you need to multiply by 4 units. Okay? So what will happen here is you need to multiply 8 times 4. Sir, bakit? Kasi Edward bought 4 such trays of eggs. So that's why for every 1 tray, there are 8 eggs. So kung bibili siya or Edward will buy 4 trays of eggs, multiply mo lang sa 4. That's why it will become 32. Okay, so sino yung mas may sense dyan? Si method 1 ulit. So ulitin ko lang, from left to right talaga siya. Regardless kung addition or subtraction siya, rule number 2, from left to right din siya. At the same time, depende kung sino na una, whether multiplication or division, it doesn't matter. Diba? So, mas kilala to sa grade 4 as MDAS. Diba? Multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. One of the common mistake is what? Mauna daw si multiplication kaysa kay division, which is hindi naman siya gumana nung ginawa natin yung method 2. Diba? Mas gumana pa yung division muna. Bakit, sir? Kasi sa left muna. Katulad din ng number 1 natin, kung babalikan lang natin. Addition first before subtraction, pero ba't sa method 2 hindi gumana? Diba? So that is the idea of order of operations. Importante from left to right. As long as mauna muna yung pinakaliwa. Paano, sir, kung halimbawa nauna si division instead si division na una, multiplication na una sa left? Well, ang answer is multiplication mauna. Okay? What if there will be the chance na multiplication or division and at the same time merong addition and subtraction, katulad nitong number 3? You may pause this video for a moment to try to answer, but if you willing to listen right now, so I will proceed. So number 3, Pedro had 5 papers. He bought another 3 pads of papers containing 50 papers each. How many papers does he have now? So imagine this. Si Pedro or si Peter sa English, okay, he has 5 papers. But what happened? He bought such 3 pads of papers, and for every pads of paper, there are 50 papers. Question is, how many papers does he have now? In literal sense, we don't know yet if you should add first or multiply first. That is the one thing that it is not clear for you. So, ano gagawin natin dito? So, ang gagawin lang dito is very simple lang. Simple lang naman. Sa method 1, syempre unahin natin na sa addition. What if it will be look like that? 5 plus 3, 15. Multiply by 50. What do you think will be the answer? The answer is 750. Okay? So, how about kung method number 2? Okay. So, sa method number 2, what if instead of addition first, multiply first? 5 plus 3 times 50. So, what if we did multiplication first? So, 5 plus 150 when you multiply 3 times 50. Now, how many papers does Pedro have? 5 plus 150 or 150 is 200. 155. Okay. So, kala ko 50. Okay, anyway. So, sino dyan yung mas tama? Well, tingnan natin. Imagine that Pedro had 5 papers. So, I will represent this rectangular bar as Pedro's first paper. But what happened? There are 3 lots of pads of paper. So, we will draw longer to represent 3 pads of paper. And for each paper or pad of paper, it contains 50. But the problem was, how many papers does he have now? Okay, sir, paano kung ganyan? Well, we may represent unit doon sa longest, yung mga longest, yung tatlong longest. Etong 5 is just only your basis. So, sir, ano pwede natin gawin? Same thing with number 2. You may use, unitary method. Okay, so in unitary method, let's say, for 1 unit, sir, saan galing 1 unit? Because there is 1 unit given, which is 50. Tama? Okay, so 50. What if you will you're about to find out first the 3 units. Ito. So you need to multiply 50 times 3, which is equal to 150 papers. The problem was, meron kang sobra pa. So we need to add 150 by additional 5 papers. So in all, Pedro has 155 papers. Okay? So hopefully nakatulong ito. So sino mas may sense ngayon? Si method number 2. Okay, so ano ibig sabihin nun? Hindi palaging left to right. Yun nga lang, may rule ka rin kailangang sundin. Aside from left to right, okay, this will be rule number 3. You have to, from left to right, yes, from left to right. But don't forget also that you should multiply or divide first before addition or subtraction. Okay. So, ulitin ko lang, first priority mo yung from left to right. After mo makita yung from left to right, tingnan mo muna sino yung may multiplication or division at the same time. In this case, meron tayong multiplication. And then, pinaka-third na yung addition. So, yan pala yung tamang order. Tingnan mo muna from left to right, tingnan mo kung may multiplication, katulad nito. Yan. So, dapat pala inuna natin si multiplication kaysa kay addition. Okay? So, hopefully nakatulong itong number 3. Okay. Last word problem will be number 4. But again, I have here 5 examples. Yun nga lang, this is the last word problem for this video. Let's say Shari drinks 1 glass of lemonade in the morning and 1 glass of lemonade at night. How many glasses of lemonade does she drink in a week? So don't forget that in every 1 week, there are 7 days. Okay. So in 1 day, meron tayong morning, meron tayong night. Diba? So imagine this. 1 lemonade for morning and then 1 lemonade for night. So that is particularly 1 day. And multiply by 7 for represented as a week. Okay, so here's the problem. Sino yung unahin natin? Multiplication pa rin kaya? Base dun sa, what do you call this? Number 3 natin kanina. Well, tingnan natin. Okay, try muna natin itong method 1. We have to try first method number 1. What if you will add first 1 plus 1, 2. Then multiply by 7. The result will become 14 lemonade. Tignan natin sa method number 2. Sir, what if you multiply first? Okay, method number 2. So 1 plus 1 multiplied by 7. Minultiply mo muna. What will happen? 7. Then later, add by 1. So what will be the result? 8 lemonade. Or 8 glasses of lemonade. But the problem was, hindi pa tapos yan. We need to check, to do the reality check. Imagine this. I will draw a bar for morning in one particular day. And then another bar, although hindi siya pantay, pero assume na lang they are the same, 1 glass of lemonade at night. But the problem was, since there are 7 days, you have to draw 7 times of these bars. So 2, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, and 7 days. Parang nilabag niya yung rule number 3 kanina. Diba? Titingnan niyo mabuti. Actually, that is the reason why MDAS tinuturo sa grade 4. Sa grade 5 naman, meron ng letter PE. Bakit? Parenthesis and exponent. O yung mas kilala siya sa squared, yung mga ganyan. Raised to 2 index. So, may kulang pala dito sa symbol natin. Parenthesis. Okay? Para masunod lang natin yung rule. Okay, so ang tawag dito is PEMDAS. Okay, ano ibig sabihin niyan, teacher? First rule, from left to right. From left going to right. Ibig sabihin, magsimula ka muna sa left bago mag-right. Pero syempre bago mo isolve yan, tingnan mo muna yung number 2, second rule. Second rule is, tingnan mo muna kung may parenthesis or exponent. In this case, parenthesis siya, or parenthesis sa plural. Third step. Although wala tayo nito, pero sinama ko na siya dito. Exponents. Kung meron siyang mga katulad nito, multiply by itself by twice, or can be cubed, and so on and so forth. Halimbawa lang yun. Number 4, or the fourth step, whether multiplication or division, okay lang. As long as from left to right, tapos may sa loob ng parenthesis, and then exponent. So that will be the time na multiplication or division in a way of from left to right. And last step na yung si addition or subtraction. Yan pala ang general rule of PEMDAS. Okay? So, hopefully, nakatulong itong example natin. So, ang may sense dito is method 1 because there are 14 lemonade. In this case, for 1 unit represents 1 glass of lemonade. 1 for the morning, 1 for the evening. Okay? So if you don't have any questions, this will be the last example. Number 5. Huwag kakalimutan yung rule ng PEMDAS. Ano yun? First rule, from left to right. Second, parentheses. Third, exponent. Fourth, whether multiplication or division. And fifth, oops, wrong symbol. Subtraction to. Okay. Yan. Addition or subtraction. Okay? So what will happen here? What if 48 divided by the product of 2 times 3? Okay, or product of 2 and 3 added by 1 subtracted by 8. So sino yung unahin natin? Parenthesis. PEMDAS, di ba? So pag in-spelling mo rin yung PEMDAS from left to right, yun din yung magpapaalala sa'yo. Nagbabasa tayo ng word na PEMDAS from left to right. So simula tayo sa left to right. May nakita parenthesis? Yes. Yun yung unahin mo. 2 times 3, 6. So dahil nag-iisa lang siya, pwede na yan. Okay? Pwede na siya tanggalan ng parenthesis. Okay? So what is 48 divided by 6? So 8. No? Tama? So bakit nga pa rin natin division? Kasi right after parenthesis, wala naman tayong exponent, whether multiplication or division. In this case, division na lang natitira sa second step. Okay? How about next step? Bring down mo muna syempre yung mga remaining terms. One of the mistake is nakakalimutan natin mag-bring down. Okay, paalala lang. Addition and subtraction will be the last step. Yun nga, sinuunahin natin. Subtract ba muna or add? Add muna. Kasi from left to right, diba? Okay. So, 9 minus 8. So, the answer is positive 1. So, hopefully nakatulong itong video na ito. But, if ever na i-upload ko na ito sa YouTube channel, please don't forget to subscribe and press the bell button para may updates lang kayo about sa video. So, thank you for watching. So, hope to see you next time. Bye-bye!